Deep in the heart of the Amazon, the Putumayo River winds like a serpent through the dense, emerald canopy of the rainforest. But beneath the beauty of this green paradise lay a dark history, written in ink and stained with the blood of thousands. In the early 1900s, the world was hungry for rubber. In the jungle, white latex dripped from trees like liquid gold. But for the indigenous tribes, this white sap was a curse that slowly turned the forest floor a deep, tragic red. Enter Julio César Arana, a man whose ambition was as vast as the jungle itself. Yet devoid of any human compassion, from the deck of his steam launch, he surveyed the land not as a home, but as a resource to be harvested. His Peruvian Amazon company turned the river into a highway of commerce, shipping barrels of rubber to a demanding global market. But this prosperity was built on a foundation of terror. Indigenous Witoto and Bora people were hunted and rounded up like cattle. Under the oppressive shadows of the trees, families were torn apart, forced into a life of brutal, unending labor for the company. The world remained ignorant until a young American engineer, Walter Hardenberg, journeyed into the heart of this darkness. He did not find progress. He found men in stocks, broken bodies, and the hollow eyes of those who had lost everything. In his notebook, he began to document the nightmare, giving it a name that would haunt history: the Devil's Paradise. Word reached the British government, who sent the noble diplomat Roger Casement to investigate the harrowing claims of industrial cruelty. Casement arrived at the remote stations, his weary eyes reflecting the profound sorrow of a man witnessing the collapse of humanity. He saw the scars of the lash on the backs of children and the desolate remains of once vibrant indigenous villages. By the dim, flickering light of a lantern, Casement wrote his official report, each word a strike against the robber regime. His moral resolve was unshakable. He knew that the truth was the only weapon strong enough to break the chains of Putumayo. In 1912, the headlines of London newspapers screamed the truth, exposing the Putumayo atrocities to a horrified and outraged public. The exploitation finally began to crumble, but for many, the intervention came far too late to save their way of life. Today, we look into the eyes of the elders, whose memories are the living bridge to a culture that refused to die. As the sun sets over the Putumayo, the river glows with the memory of those who perished in the search for gold. We honor their resilience and vow to remember the victims of the Devil's Paradise, so such horrors never rise again.